Well, I'm excited. We got a strong group of leaders here, starting a new Congress, and I'm excited about the leadership we have here on the Democratic side. We got a lot done in the last couple of years, and we got a lot more to do, a lot more to finish what we've already done. And we've already made some real progress on the economy, on inflation, and a number of other things. Foreign policy is we've united the West in a way that hadn't been in a while, including bringing in Japan and other Asian countries has invested in Ukraine's future, and Americans are starting to feel the effects of some of the laws we passed, and we have, and they're only now going to be going into effect. Like I said, the press has heard me say this before. We're in a situation where we promised folks on Medicare their insulin was going to go from $400 a month to $35 a month, but it was a promise. Well, guess what? As of January 1, it's a reality. And people are feeling the effects of it. There's so much more of that out there. And we're going to discuss how we can continue to build on the progress, ultimately lowering the cost for middle class and working class families. You know, we've talked a lot about this around the table with folks here, that I decided this time out, I think you all are in the same boat. I want the wealthy to continue to be able to do well, but look, I'm tired of trickle-down economics. I want to build this economy from the bottom up and middle out. When that happens, poor folks have a shot, middle class does well, and the wealthy never get hurt. They're doing just fine. So we also want to talk about the extreme Republican economic plans. Apparently they're generally serious about cutting Social Security, cutting Medicare, and I love their 30% sales tax. We want to talk a lot about that. But look, I have no intention of letting the Republicans wreck our economy, nor does anybody around this table, in my view. And again, we're going to speak about continuing our support for Ukraine, and it's an idea that has bipartisan support, like some of what we passed had bipartisan support. And so we're going to speak about nominations going forward quickly. And also, finally, our hearts are with the people of California. They've been a rough couple of days. I just got back from spending time with Gavin Newsom and the floods and the devastation that occurred, and then on top of that, we see what's happened in California and what's happened to the Asian American community. It's been devastating. The Vice President's going to be going out. I've been talking with Gavin Newsom and Judy Chu and Anna Eshoo and Hilda Solis, and we're working out a number of things that we can and are going to be doing. So the bottom line here is that we got a lot to talk about. And yesterday, my buddy Dianne Feinstein introduced her Senate assault weapons ban. I am asking you all to send that to my desk as quickly as you can. It's really needed badly. And all of us are focused on working together to get things done. There's a lot of us to discuss, and having said that, I thank the press for being here, and we'll talk to you later.